Hi there, and welcome to the links page here on Christian Digital Broadcasting. And we want to tell you a little bit of what we can do for you. So please stay tuned here. It might be a little bit of a lengthy talk, but if you're interested to run your ministry, to reach out using the internet, and you want to know what we can do for you and sort of the ideas behind the things we are doing, it might be worthwhile to just spend a few minutes to check us out and to check what we can do. Okay, first of all, this is our website at Christian Digital Broadcasting, just a very straightforward, simple website. You can find out a little bit about what we do, all the services we can offer to you. Okay, let me quickly go through the services list. Let's go to services, and we've got the packages here. There's a little bit of a summary as well at the bottom. You can see this here. Let me just go through on one of the sites, and then I'll take you to the website, a sample website we've created with the things which we think are important and are valuable to try and reach out. So first of all, we've got Christian radio. That's the first thing. That's really the main aspect of what we sort of try to help you with, is to set up an audio stream and to allow your materials, your audio materials, to be broadcasted to the world. It doesn't have to be your materials. It can be obviously any materials you choose to be there. So one of the things we have done a lot at Seismic Radio is that we contacted ministries and we asked them whether we can broadcast their materials on our audio channel. And most of them so far haven't come across one which has said, no, you can't do this, but virtually all of them said, yeah, no problem, you can do this. Don't worry about copyright. You are entitled to broadcast our materials. Then the next one is obviously digital media. So we're looking at YouTube, Vimeo, GodTube, and all the other channels. So if you can produce video, or the other option is you take your audio and we add some images of yourself or of your ministry, or which are relevant to the talk, and we have some sort of slide presentation, and then we add the audio to the slide presentation, and we can then create a video and upload it to either GodTube or YouTube or Vimeo, or all three of them. Podcasting as well is very interesting as well. There are a lot of websites out there which offer podcasting. Most websites are fairly straightforward. Again, we can advise you free of charge to do this. We've got online TV as well. There are a lot of TV channels out there. Even though personally I'm not a great fan of Christian television, I think what we get to see, some of it is actually quite good, but the majority is very doubtful. And personally, I believe in the radio verse in the Bible, Romans. Let me see. It should be right at the bottom here. Is it? Yeah. So then faith cometh through by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. That's really personally what I believe in. So I think the audio message is quite important. But then again, it doesn't matter to put some video behind it as well. We have to go with the times, I guess, to some extent. Okay, we do audio editing as well. We've got our audio editor, Irina, in Moldova, and she is really good. She's a specialist, and we get your audio tracks, and if there are problems. For example, we had one translator. She produced material in Russian. So, for example, if you have got maybe some sermons, ideally, if they're written down, she will translate them into Russian, and then we can broadcast them as well. So we got the audio. The problem she had is she doesn't have an audio studio, but she does it from home with a professional microphone. But there was a cat in the background, and every now and then the cat would meow, and we had to get the meows out. Now, Ira in Moldova, she did this. Yeah, she applied her magic, did it, cut out all the the cut noise, and get the audio track going, sounding professional. Also, if you've got old tapes which need recording, we can do this for you. And sometimes there's a lot of noise on those tapes as well. There are methods and techniques to cut out the noise. And again, she would do this, and she would know how to do this best. So that's our audio editor. So if you need some audio editing done, we can do this for you. We can do web hosting, web design. So for example, you're just watching the internet, you haven't got a clue about all these technologies and how to put it all together, you don't know where to start. We can take it all from you. You just tell us, the name you want to use, the domain name you want to use, the web address you want to use, see whether it's available. And then we'll host it for you, we'll set it all up, and we're going to be very transparent with the fees as well. We're telling you from the onset, this is how much it's going to cost, we set it all up for you, and then, if you're happy, you pay us. We can do radio consulting as well. Now, personally, as I mentioned on the other video, I've got a background in electronics engineering, in RF engineering, and also in IT and computing, in IT networking in particular. I used to be a college lecturer for 21 years, and I taught all this stuff. So I can help you maybe in some areas if you would like to. We used to be at Radio Eden, that was the last project. We used to be involved in satellite radio. We set up a small radio station on a shoestring budget in Uganda. So we've been through it all, and we understand how the industry works. So if you're interested to, maybe broadcast on FM radio stations somewhere, we've got connections throughout the industry to possibly try and link you up with the right people and to, to start broadcasting. Micro broadcasting is another interesting area. We, at the moment, seismic radio, for example, we've got an outlet in South Dakota and in Chamberlain and soon in Kimball as well. And in the USA, there are sort of some not loopholes, but they are in Canada as well. There's permission given for very low-powered transmitters, which are mainly meant for domestic usage in one form or another, to be used, and you can use them without any license or anything. And they've got an FCC number, so they are fully legal. The range, by the way, is not too amazing. You probably get about 100 meters out of it. But when you think about it, if you set something up, for example, you live near a shopping mall, people are sitting in the car, maybe waiting for their, for somebody to fetch in the shopping, or just waiting anyway. They might sort of, look on the car radio to listen to some radio station. So there might be some scope of really using it. So to just set something up to cover that, or maybe your church. To set something up in the, to cover the car park. So if people don't really dare to, go through over the threshold into the church building, they might be able to listen to the sermon outside, or to whatever's going on outside in the car park on the car radio. Or maybe you live in a high-rise building or in a densely populated area. You can just put something up somewhere, and you can almost guarantee that there are several dozen homes who would be able to receive the broadcast. So that's something we have gone into. We have researched it a little bit, and we know roughly what is possible and what isn't possible, what works and what doesn't work. So again, talk to us, and we can maybe kit you out with some setup for micro broadcasting. Smartphone, that's a new revolution. Smartphones are all around. Everybody's using them. If you look at the youngsters today, everybody's got a smartphone. We will get your radio stream onto a smartphone. And there are certain apps. It doesn't cost you a great deal or anything really. But we can set it all up for you. We can register it with you for certain companies. And again, there are generic smartphone apps which can be used, and which we can link with your audio stream or your radio station, so it can be heard and picked up on a smartphone. And it doesn't matter whether it's Android, iPhone, or any other. Most of them do work, and it can be picked up on them. What else have we got? We've got Facebook, all the social media stuff: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We can integrate a Twitter feed to your website, and we can, put keep your social media up to date as well. So whatever you do in your ministry, put some posts onto Facebook, and keep this ticking over all the time. I mentioned before we have got links within the industry, so we can potentially get you onto FM, AM, or shortwave as well, shortwave radio, if it's relevant to you, and satellite radio as well. Depending on what you want to do, how much money you want to spend, and And again, you can talk to us, and talking doesn't cost anything. So you get an idea of what is feasible within your particular circumstances and what isn't. So these are all the packages which we can offer, really. You get on our services tab, you get an idea of what can be done. Let me quickly go to the links tab of our website, and you can see a little bit of all the things we've got here. So spend some time, go through it, and you get an idea of what is possible and what is not possible. So next I want to introduce you to Seismic Radio. Seismic Radio has been a project. Again, we had to abandon the satellite project due to lack of funding, and the question was, what shall we do now? And the idea was really, let's move everything over and do it online, but do it well. So that was the whole idea. So this is a website. We got the website from an open source template, so it was free. It may look a little bit antiquated, but the main thing was just functionality, really. We do get reasonable amount of visitors, not as much as with the satellite radio station, where we got like almost, I think it went up to about 100,000 per month, 100,000 hits, so really, really high. And at the moment, this project is still starting, so the hits are not quite as high, but they are slowly growing, which is encouraging. Okay, so this is Seismic Radio. Right at the top, we've got all the tabs, and you can see as I scroll over them that the little green line lights up, so you know what to go for. I'm just going to talk you through the homepage and then let you know what this is all about. Right on top here, we've got our Listen Now page, so you can listen straight away, and then we've got our little Facebook links, little logo here as well, which we designed, maybe not so good, but anyway. And then obviously this is all about radio, so we've got the radio player here. I'm just going to click on it. Another web page comes up. This is a radio player, and if I click on it here,
people are hurting due to
you can
not necessarily
hear
by leadership,
the radio station. I'm talking there at the moment on the radio station. This is all, obviously it's recorded. I'm not doing it simultaneously at the same time. Anyway, that's how this works. And here we've got a Twitter feed as well. A few days ago we set up a Persian language channel. So all I do is I go on Twitter, update Twitter. I can do this from my smartphone. And then a new update will pop up here. The update will also be visible on Facebook as well. So if I go into Facebook, there'll be a little message, short message saying, yeah, Persian language channel is open on Seismic Radio. Okay, down here we decided to have other foreign language channels as well. We used to broadcast on the satellite radio station in Russian, German, Arabic, and in Persian, or in Farsi. And we got lots of Farsi material, and Arabic material, German material, and Russian material as well. So we decided to open up foreign language channels as well, and use all those old materials, talks, sermons, music, all sorts of stuff, and put it on these radio stations or audio channels, whatever you want to call them. Down here we've got a little globe which tells us who's accessing the website at the moment, and bear in mind it's only been up and running since this summer. And what we find is, strangely enough, there are a lot of people in Brazil listening. I know there's been a revival in Brazil, and there's been a big shift to evangelical Christianity, and there's probably people, wanting to know more about God, and the search engines have picked up on that, and they come to Seismic Radio. By the way, the name Seismic Radio, the whole idea is making the earth move from under your feet, which I'm sure the gospel does. It'll change your world, it'll radicalize change in your life. Quite a few from America as well, all over America, and when you look at Europe, quite a few as well, even the Ukraine. Not that many from Russia, it's just one from Russia here. And we've got a couple, I think this is Taiwan. We've got the Philippines, we've got, I'm not quite sure where this is, whether it's Burma or someplace. One guy in Australia has checked us out, and so we can see this. By the way, this is not definitive. When I check the logs on the website, I can see that there have been a lot more accesses than the ones registered on here. So this is just like an indication of what's happening. Quite interesting as well. You can see where in the world people are listening to you. Again, let me just go to the Russian page. So this is Radio Seismic, so we've just got a page here, and we've got the same ticker again. It'll translate it automatically, but I'm just gonna No, we don't want to translate it. So you can see it in Cyrillic as well. So we've got like a little tract here on the Russian page. You can download some Bibles. There's some books as well, and we put them into ebook format as well. So you can see here the Kindle format, and I think this is Kobi. Yeah. So we've got these formats as well, and you can download them from there. We've got some YouTube embedded as well. So this is a project I did with a friend in the Ukraine, where we covered all the basic questions of Christianity. We've got about, I don't think it's all that, it's a lot of other videos as well. It's about, I think, 10 or 12 videos or something which we did. Actually, it's just not videos, it's just the audio which we recorded, and you can, it's been uploaded to YouTube, and people can hear it, listen to it from there. And this is Jesus, Our Destiny, Wilhelm Busch, a German preacher from the Second World War, who has done a lot of books. And we've got a lot of files for download here as well. So these are all the archive files. They've been sort of compressed to fairly low resolution, so it's easy to download, even if you've just got a smartphone or you've got a very low bandwidth or something. So you can download it, or you can just click on the loudspeaker and listen to it. Yeah. So we can do the same for you as well. So if you've got like a lot of sermons, you can download them as well. On the right hand side, you see a lot of Christian radio stations, other radio stations than ours, so people can listen to those radio stations as well. In the end, it's about preaching the gospel and getting the gospel out. And to be fair, if people listen to our radio station, that's fine. If they listen to other radio stations, that's good as well. Okay, we've got the ticker here and a little bit of explanation of what it is. We've got the player. Let's go on the player and show you how this works.
Все работали, он хорошо знает меня. И он сказал мне, пора. Я так и думаю.
Yeah, so you can hear there's somebody talking in Russian.
И уже сравнивал я.
Let's go back to Seismic Radio. Okay, let's go back to our homepage. This is just like a little bit of an idea. The thing I wanted to show you on the Russian page is the right at the bottom of the text. We've got the same thing as well, so it's just a map. It's quite interesting as well. You can see there are a lot of people from Russia who have accessed the web page, and a few from I think most of them from Canada, and one from America as well. So it pretty much shows you where the Russian community is. We've even got, I think it's Argentina down there, I'm not sure. One from Argentina as well, who was interested in this page and in the resources. Also bear in mind that as you create these pages, search engines pick up on it, and if people are looking for a particular thing, the search engines will know about it and direct you to the page. So again, we can help you with that as well. It's called search engine optimization, to make sure that your website becomes visible, as visible as possible. Okay, so back to our page, our home page. Seismic Radio, this is just a seismic from a website. Seismic, the link from a website which gives you earthquakes as they're happening on the earth. Might be interesting for somebody, but the idea is people, because it's called Seismic Radio, so people might go to the website thinking, oh, this is all about seismic activity, and we broadcast about them, so it's only fair to put some stuff of that in there. And then here we've got a link to our website as well. Okay, let's go on. So we've got our listen page. Let me just quickly go through the listen page. The problem we have with listening to an internet audio stream is that there are several systems. So people have got an Apple Macintosh computer, they might have a Linux machine, or they might have different types of software installed. So we've got about 5 different ways of listening to Seismic Radio. So they are the typical players. We've got Winamp, Windows Media Player, Real Player, and QuickTime Player. Then obviously, as you should be on here. We've got it here. We've got the player which comes from the streaming provider, the streaming company, which you can click on here, and then it'll open up another page. And then we've got TuneIn as well. So that's another method of listening to it. It's about 6 ways. So TuneIn, I'm just going to click on TuneIn. So it comes up with this another website. and
tsunami in Sri Lanka about
and
not sure how many
it
years
comes
ago.
up. Yeah,
I think it's
hear
not coming up
myself
to
again,
about
which is
5,
quite
maybe
irritating.
6, 7 years ago.
And,
Terrible tsunami.
again,
everybody was
the TuneIn website has got tons and tons of radio
in
stations.
India and Thailand and Sri Lanka was quite badly hit.
Almost every
Anyway, shortly after the
commercial
tsunami, I
radio
had the
station
privilege
I know
to listen
is
to the
here
wife
on
of a
TuneIn as well.
missionary.
And
who
it's
was out
a
there
massive
in
database.
Sri Lanka,
They also
and
provide
they pretty much
apps
knew
for Android phones.
the
So if
whole
you go on an
Christian
Android phone,
community
you
which
download the
was
TuneIn
out
app
there.
and you type in Seismic Radio. you're
Anyway,
able to
when
listen
the disaster was over and
Seismic
they
Radio
checked on the
on-
churches and what the situation was, who got
again,
affected.
just one of many ways to listen to the radio station. Going back to the channel again. Yeah, so we've got all the other web players as well in different languages, and it's just like another way of getting there. We've got a little embedded video here. It tells you how to listen to Seismic Radio. I'm not going to go through it. It's quite long, but it looks at smartphones, radios, looks at it to hook up a small transmitter to your radio or iPhone or whatever, or your computer. And then you can listen to it on your box standard radio at home as well. It'll most likely cover the whole home and possibly the neighbor's house as well. Check out the video if you are interested in listening to it. Okay, we're going to go on. So we've got the resources page, and one idea is that other than making good resources available to to people to really get a deeper understanding of the Word of God, and making the Bible available as well. We put a bunch of resources on there. Obviously, it's stuff I have read myself and know myself. So the first one is Wilhelm Busch. He's an evangelist. He's written the book Jesus Our Destiny is a collection of a lot of his sermons, and that's been made available. Then we've got the Bible as well. Be careful about all the copyright issues. So make sure that you select a Bible which is open source or past the copyright date. Then we've got Arno C. Gaebelein, then a couple of other comments as well, or commentaries. Down here, a book on how to recognize Christian cults, and some other talks and so on as well. So just resources for people to get their teeth into and download it. On the right hand side, and the idea of this one is so people might go back and just check it out. Personally, I go back almost every day to see what the news is. So we put up a lot of news stickers. So there's one of Worthy News, and as news occurs in the Word, they just get published here on Worthy News. You can obviously click on Worthy News as well, go to their website, but you get like a nice summary of all the news which is coming through. Then we've got a news sticker from Earthquake Watch, which every now and then, they're not quite regular. Then we've got Urban Christian News as well. Some of the news is very similar or the same as on Worthy Christian News, or Worthy News, which is Christian news. But also there are stories on here which don't appear on Worthy News. We've got christiannews.net. Interesting stuff. I'm just reading this here, what's coming up here, but quite scary, The Pope doesn't believe in creation anymore, or he says it's compatible with creation, evolution. It's crazy stuff, crazy talk. Turn around, evolution is wrong, creation is right. Anyway, we'll carry on with persecution.org, just another news sticker, taking you up to date. And then we've got some secular news stickers as well. We've got Vice News, which again is a secular news ticker. It's not necessarily Christian. Some of the stuff is actually quite daunting, really. But there are some interesting news items on there. And then we've got Reuters News as well. Yeah. So you get up-to-date news of whatever is happening in the world, even if it's not related to the church and it's not really on any of the Christian news stickers. So these news stickers are there, and the idea is, if you want to be informed as a website, we want to give you the service to just come to us, check it out, and really see what's happening in the world. Even weather. I mean, we could have like a lot of weather things here, like America, Europe, Moscow, so on, and allow you to check out what the weather is in different places. So at the moment, we've just got Israel on there. Thought it's quite nice, observe what's going on in Jerusalem weather-wise. Okay, so that's really the resources page. Purpose of the resources page: equipping Christians and non-Christians, to get some materials, ideally for free, and also to attract traffic to the website. Provide a service to people, really. A little bit about us. So it gives you a summary of what Seismic Radio all about. Not too much, really, but then it's not really important. We are not important. The content is important. And then contact information as well, so you can contact us. Our admin person, Irina, she's in Moldova and she will look after everything, so all the communication goes to Moldova. We also have got a Skype channel. You can contact us on Skype and Twitter as well, so we put all these social media in there. And down here, we've never really used it, but we've got a chat room. The idea is if we do a live program, some people, they want to be anonymous, and they don't really want to give away their name, which they have to do if they go on Skype. So we open up a chat room, so you can, if you do a live program, you can just go into the chat room and you can start talking to us, and we get back to you on the radio. So it's nice and anonymous. So if you've got questions about the faith or somebody, if it's a contentious subject like evolution, creation, or something like that, and there's some challenges, we can deal with that. Or maybe Islam as well. So people obviously naturally want to stay anonymous, and they can do this via this chat room. Again, we can set it all up for you. So all you do is you just stick your name in. You don't need a password. You can do it without a password. And the chat room opens up, and people via this website can access that particular chat room. Okay, we've got a lot of links on here as well. God in a Nutshell is a project I've been personally involved with. It's with Trey Smith. They are Ready Eden on YouTube. Let me just quickly go there. This is a YouTube channel we set up some time ago, a long time ago. And there are about 300, I think it's coming up close to 400 views on there. 400 videos. There have been about 80,000 views on the website over the last, I think it's 2 years now, 1.5 to 2 years. So a lot of stuff is on there, and you can see all the latest stuff is from Seismic Radio, and we get more views on Ready Eden. We've got about 300 and I think close to 400 subscribers as well. So whenever a video is put on here, all the subscribers get an email and they know, aha, new video is there. Okay, let me just go back to Seismic Radio. We've got obviously a YouTube channel on Seismic Radio as well, which is just Seismic Radio really. Let me just finish off with the links down here. So Ready Eden on YouTube. Then we've got Online Bible. It's a website. It's called BibleGateway.com. Yeah, and let me just look at this site. You can see a little bit about this. So it's BibleGateway.com. It's just seeing it's a little bit chopped off, but anyway, just for people to access the Bible. We've got Seismic on YouTube. That's our Seismic Radio YouTube channel, and you can see this on here. We've got a bunch of videos on Seismic Radio, and you can see if you look at the views, there are very few views. This one has got quite a few, the others not many views, but it takes time for a channel to develop, so people need to know that the channel is around. And again, we can talk to you about tricks which we haven't really used on here yet, tricks and methods to try and maximize traffic to your channel, what people are interested in. And it's something for you to find out as well. If you get an interesting video, you can stick it on your channel and people are going to check you out and want to see what else is on the channel, and then they start subscribing to you. So again, it's something to work on with your social media presence. We've got our Facebook, Skype, TuneIn. Yeah, so I'll mention this before. Right. So we've got on tunein.com, which I've shown you before. We've got a broadcast schedule as well, which is not really working. We had an idea of how to put up the contents on the channel, and we changed it all, the idea, and it's sort of not really relevant, this one, but we have to do something about this. So all it does really is just a little PDF which comes up, and it tells you what is running at what time, but we've drifted away from that concept. Okay, back to Seismic Radio. Seismic Radio on your car radio. This is all about the technical stuff. You want to listen to internet radio in your car. What can you do? We've got the little talk here, about all the different technologies, and it's a little bit of a write-up there as well with the different things you would need to buy to enable it in your car and to run seismic radio in your car. Okay, right, let's go back. So we've got our contact listen now, tune in, and I think we are almost at the end of this little presentation. We have covered everything. So listen now, it tries to come up with a player which is not installed on our machine, so it doesn't work. It'll work on other computers, most likely on your computer when you try it at home. Okay, I'm just looking. We've got a couple of things to go through. We've got speakers on Seismic, a list of all the different speakers you can hear on Seismic Radio, just to give people a little bit of an idea of what to expect. And then right at the end we've got audio libraries, and that might be a really interesting service for you as well. At the moment we've only got 2 libraries on there, and once we've got a bit more time we're going to extend it. So this one is John Noble's audio library. John Noble, I know him, he's a good friend of mine, and he gave me a box of old tapes quite a few years ago to be used on Radio Eden, on one of the older projects. I never really got around to digitizing them, and then as I had some time, I sat down and started digitizing them, sort of just on the side. And there are 230 odd talks, I think, on there now. They're not all from John Noble, they're from all sorts of people. Most of the talks are from the 80s, and then some of them are actually quite interesting to listen to. So if you ever want to check it out, go to seismicradio.org, johnslibrary.html. And you can look at all these talks which are here, 230 something, quite a lot. There are pictures of people who are doing the talks, not all of them. I try to find the talks. Let me see, there's a little globe as well. Unfortunately this page, whoops. Let's go back. This page didn't have that much access. Yeah, here we go, and go back. This page didn't have that much access. There's another up on here, all the Liverpool ones, that's myself. I was hoping that Google would pick up on it and there would be much more interest in this page, but so far it hasn't materialized. It takes some time for people to get to know it, and then once they get to know, they might return and listen to these talks. There are 2 purposes for these talks. One of them obviously is there's a lot of interesting material on there, and it's for people who are interested in any of these subjects to to get their teeth into it, listen to them. And the other one is that there must be a lot of people out there who were actually listening to these talks back in the 80s and who might want to listen to them for nostalgic reasons. A couple of my friends I was talking to them about, they actually went through them and they were listening to them as well. Some of the talks are on YouTube as well, so some of them been publicized on there as well, and they had a lot more success. They got a lot more listeners on YouTube than obviously there's not much access on this portion of the site as such. Okay, going back, there's just another audio library. This is Alan Maybury, again, a friend of mine, and just a bunch of talks, which were collected, and they are all on here, free for download. Interesting stuff, yeah. And really, that's just a suggestion of what we can do with your website as well. So if you wish to create a website, you wish to create a resource, I mean, this website is constantly being developed. So it's every couple of weeks, there's a little bit is added or a little bit is changed, and we just sort of try and build it up and make it a little bit more interesting and a bit of a resource for people where it's worthwhile to come back as well. So it's not just a static website, I've seen it and that's it, but it's something which is growing and something where people can go back and listen to more stuff and find out a little bit more about it. The key which we find sort of in doing this for all the website stuff with Radio Eden and now with Seismic Radio seem to be social media. People connect with social media, and once you've got the connection, they will come back to you to find out more. But then in the end, it's not about people, but it's presenting something, where God has given you a vision, God has given you let me correct this. It is about people, but it's not about, you know, the numbers of people you attract, but it's attracting the right people with the right message at the right time. God is giving you a message. God is giving you a vision, and He is, you know, wanting to make this available in one form or another. And like it or not, the media habits are changing. People are using the internet. They're using YouTube. They're using smartphones, and that's most likely the media they will, you know, look for to find answers to whatever is moving on their heart. And again, it's our job to provide the contents and to sow the seeds, and maybe, you know, engage with people on social media or even in person. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Or even in person, ideally in person, but on social media to engage them with, you know, the message we've got for them. And the message is quite exciting, which is that Jesus Christ has died for them, that His blood was shed for them, and that if they repent and they, you know, surrender their sin to Christ, and they come, you know, with a willing heart to change and to make a new start, it'll revolutionize their lives, and they will, you know, move over from death to life, and you know, look forward to an eternity with God and escape hell. And that's really what this is all about and what it's there for. And the website is just an example of, you know, what you can do and how you can possibly, you know, reach out and stretch your ministry a little bit further to reach to new people you've never thought you could reach, because it might be on the other side of the globe, but whatever you have to say might just resonate with them. Okay, I'm gonna finish this talk. I think I've said everything. I'm just looking at all the different bits here. So we've covered all the little tabs here. We have done the YouTube channels. We have done the tweets. You can, you know, feed from your phone, from your smartphone, directly to this website, wherever you are. We looked at the different ways of connecting to the radio stream. Videos on the website you can watch. You can embed videos into the website. So if you've got a really important message which you want to you know, put out, you can embed them. You can create playlists where a whole range of videos will be played one after the other. And again, depending on how much you want to invest into this, we can do this all for you. So we can you know, set it all out for you. And so you don't have to worry too much about it. You just have to produce contents, and we do the rest. Okay. Finally, all I want to say is, you know, I want to invite you to come to the website. It's seismicradio.org, and I don't know where you pick this talk up. The service is Christian. Let me get this straight. Is Christian Digital Broadcasting, that's .com. That's the other website, so you can watch that as well. Okay, God bless him. Bye bye from Michael here at Seismic Radio and ChristianDigitalBroadcasting.com.